A man touches a wax statue with his hand. He even removed the skin belonging to humans, exposed the blood-stained human tissue below. The woman's name is Xiaomei. On a wonderful weekend. She and her boyfriend are handsome, and her brother is strong. A few friends also drove to the next city to watch the ball game together. Halfway, due to the distance being too far, so everyone decided to camp in place. I planned to continue my journey the next day. When a few people are having a happy party, a truck suddenly showed dazzling lights. Mingdang hit the faces of Xiaomei and others. Faced with questioning voices of dissatisfaction from several people, the people in the truck remained silent. A temperamental giant with a backhanded bottle of wine, center light, truck. That's when I slowly turned around and drove away. After this little episode, several people suddenly lost their interest in playing, get into the tent and prepare to rest. It's getting late at night. Everyone has entered deep sleep. The sudden appearance of an unknown and eerie perspective. My gaze is slowly patrolling a few people. Xiaomei was awakened by the unease in her heart. She came out alone to check. But it's not reassuring. Her handsome little girl was startled. Xiaomei said she felt someone around here. Xiao Shuai didn't take it to heart. Take her back to the tent and continue sleeping. Early the next morning, a few people are about to continue their journey. Xiao Shuai found out that the belt of his car's engine had mysteriously broken. After several people's discussion, Xiaomei decided to stay with her boyfriend. After everyone watches the game, bring the belt back to repair the car and then go back together. At this point, a truck has appeared. Kind Drivers Express. There is a small town not far ahead. There is a gas station, where you can buy belts. Xiaomei sees the intact headlights, confirmed that it wasn't the truck from last night. So we got into the car with Xiao Shuai. The obscene driver kept scanning Xiaomei with bloodthirsty eyes all the way. This makes Xiaomei feel very uncomfortable. She also noticed that there's actually a knife on the car. This makes Xiaomei even more uneasy. So Xiaomei suggested getting off early and walking to the small town. The two people who arrived in the small town found that the street was empty. Unknown. So the two of them came to the gas station. I hope to leave as soon as I finish shopping. No matter how they shout, there's still no one inside. No way. The two had to come to the church for help. Can just push the door open. I found a funeral being held in the church. The two of them had to apologize and step back when the two were about to leave. But Brother Biao chased after him. After a conversation, the two learned that Biao Ge was the owner of the gas station. Brother Biao told the two of them, the store no longer has the model that Xiao Shuai needs. Only his family has it. No way. The two had to follow Brother Biao home. After arriving home, Xiao Shuai followed Brother Biao into the house to get his belt. Xiaomei stayed alone in the car waiting for the room. Brother Biao go upstairs to get something. Xiao Shuai visited this room with unique decorations. Suddenly, the light went out. Xiao Shuai's eyes were pitch black. He panicked and frantically turned the door handle. But I didn't know that the room had already been locked from outside. In the dark, a shiny pair of scissors slowly approached. Xiao Shuai fell to the ground with a mournful cry. Struggle room. A pair of scissors stabbed fiercely outside his chest door. Little Mixin, who couldn't wait for her boyfriend to come out for a long time, felt uneasy. She kept honking the horn to urge Xiao Shuai to come out quickly and open the door. But what comes out is Brother Biao. Xiaomei asks where Xiao Shuai is, but Biao Ge said he didn't see Xiao Shuai. Xiaomei, be alert. He seems to be the truck driver from last night. The man was injected with an unknown liquid while lying in bed. Then she was fixed to the device. Boiling hot oil sprayed on her body, made her into a living wax figure. On the other side, Xiaomei realized that Biao Ge was the strange truck driver from last night. He quickly locked the car, beat the glass with a few punches, as Biao Ge Lan becomes angry and embarrassed outside, opening the car door. In haste, Xiaomei started the car to shake off Biao Ge, but due to being too flustered, the car will soon stall. Xiaomei had to jump out of the car and escape. Xiaomei, who was panicked and desperate, ran into the church to seek help. Xiaomei just realized, people in the church, including the bodies in the coffin, it's all made of wax figurines. Not waiting for Xiaomei to recover from shock, Brother Biao has chased outside the church. Upon hearing the footsteps, Xiaomei immediately hid, and Pugo, who entered the church, carefully searched every corner, and Xiaomei, who was hiding in the dark, was too nervous to let out. Brother Biao's search failed. Preparing to leave, Xiaomei just breathed a sigh of relief. Next second, Xiaomei was taken by Brother Biao to the basement of the gas station, tied to a chair. At this point, Xiaomei heard the sound of Dazhuang and curly hair. The two are discussing separating to find themselves. Turns out the road was too congested. A few people have already missed the ball game. I have to go back the same way. Xiaomei, who heard her brother's voice, was excited and wanted to call for help, but he was firmly glued to his mouth by Brother Biao with 502. Brother Biao kept sniffing obscene on Xiaomei's face. The shameless one kissed Xiaomei on the face. Brother Biao, who has completed all this, leaves the basement. Prepare to deal with Dazhuang. Outside, Dazhuang watches as Brother Biao comes out of the gas station, and asks Brother Biao if he has seen Xiaomei before. Brother Biao lied that he was not present during the day. Maybe my younger brother took Xiaomei and her two to their home to get a belt and repair the car. Dazhuang shouldn't have him. He plans to follow Biao to his home to find Xiao Mei, and the little beauty below struggled to kick off the chair. Strive to extend your fingers down the well channel. Want to attract the attention of Dajuan, but I didn't expect that this scene was not seen by Dajuan. But brother Biao saw it. The distraught Biao is chatting with Dajuan, pretending to pick up things while doing so. Squat down with the flow, using pliers. Cruelly cutting off Xiaomei's fingers. Blood keeps gushing out. Xiaomei endured the severe pain. Using blood for lubrication. Tear open your lips. He can finally speak up and call for help. Upon hearing his call for help, Dajuan turned around and dodged brother Biao's surprise attack. After Dajuan's punches knocked down Biao, running into the gas station, locked brother Biao outside. Listen to my sister's call. Dajuan comes to the basement. Put Xiaomei down. 2 people want to call the police, but I found out that my phone had already been lost in a panic. Xiaomei told Dajuan. Since Xiaosui entered brother Biao's house, it never appeared again, so the two decided to return to Biao's house to search for Xiao Shui. On the other side, Curly Hair enters a wax museum. He was attracted by the lifelike wax figures in front of him. Suddenly, he saw Xiao Shui sitting stiff and motionless at the piano. Curly Hair walked forward, doubtfully touched Xiao Shui's face. But I found out that Xiaosui had already been made into a wax statue. Only the eyes can rotate. Curly wants to tear open the wax and save Xiaosui, but if you also tore off Xiaosui's skin together, come back with a pair of scissors behind you. Curly flustered away. Scissors inserted into Xiao Shui's face. Xiao Shui rolled his eyes, completely received the boxed lunch. 2 people were pushed down the stairs together. He struggled to retreat, but brutally nailed to the ground with a pair of scissors. He was dragged to death by a masked man, dragging him away like a dog. On the other side, Xiaomei and Dajuan discovered people who draw curtains during the day. Unexpectedly, it is also a wax figure controlled by machinery. That's when Xiaomei realized it. There hasn't been a single living person in the entire town for a long time. Those residents are all composed of wax statues. There's no time to think about it. Dajuan smashed open a shop window, took out a crossbow and arrow. The sound of broken glass triggered a gunshot from brother Biao. Fortunately, both of them were not injured. In panic, Dajuan pulled Xiao Mei and hid in the cinema. The 2 of them have a tacit cooperation. Successfully brought down brother Biao. Then the 2 of them went to Biao's house to search everywhere. I haven't even found any trace of Xiao Shui. Even the phone is disconnected. Xiaomei found a newspaper during her search. Reported the news from that year. Originally, brother Biao also had a younger brother. They are a pair of twins, just born in the form of conjoined babies. The younger brother's face grows on the back of his head. As a doctor's father, personally operate the knife. We performed a segmentation surgery on the 2 of them. It's just that this caused my younger brother's facial disfigurement, having to wear masks all year round. Just then, the door is open. Brother Biao stumbled in. He's not dead yet. No way. Xiaomei and Dajuan can only hide well and wait for the opportunity. Just as brother Biao walked to the bathroom to treat his wound, Xiaomei heard the sound of the engine. She walked over to the window to check. There were actually Black Brother and his girlfriend on the car. Goldilocks. The tragic corpses of 2 people. Xiaomei didn't even have time to grieve, because she found a man wearing a mask getting out of the car and entering the house. Xiaomei carefully avoided it. After the 2 successfully reunited with Dajuan, the 2 of them groped all the way into the basement. Above, brother Biao looked at the photo that fell on the ground. Confirmed Xiaomei, they must have been here before, and the 2 people in the basement were exposed to harsh noise and a dim environment, forced to come to a main switch, press indiscriminately, so brother Biao saw the lights in the small town flickering and dimming. This subscript completely locked the positions of the 2 of them. He instructed the target brother to pursue him, but the younger brother was defeated by Dajuan. Be knocked down to the ground and be strong. Take the opportunity to flip the container filled with wax ore over the firewall first. Blocking the way of the younger brother, Dajuan and Xiao Mei fled to the first floor, but they found out that the 2 of them had arrived at the wax museum, so these 2 places are actually connected by the basement. No time to be surprised. Brother Biao has already chased over. Trembling, Dajuan was stabbed in the leg by brother Biao. When brother Biao was about to repair his knife, Xiaomei sneaks in from behind, knocked down brother Biao with a stick, and then again and again, until brother Biao's flesh and blood were blurred. Immature form. The fire has melted. The wax figures around the floor are also gradually melting. Expose the bones below. Standard brother catching up. He saw his brother's tragic death, so he angrily pursued Xiaomei. Xiaomei hurriedly ran up to the 2nd floor, on a razor's edge. Dajuan arrived in time. He kicked the bedwinner with 1 kick. Fall straight downstairs. Coincidentally hit brother Biao. The 2 are once again merged into one. The entire wax museum is melting. Xiaomei and her companions struggled to escape, watching this evil wax museum slowly burn. The next day, police rushed to the scene, but I received an intelligence message. They were actually 3 brothers in a police car. Xiaomei was surprised to see the familiar face. Wave at him right now, with a strange smile on the corner of his mouth. So he's the 3rd brother.